Good morning, good afternoon, good night. We're going to talk about divine light. We're going to do a reading for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, for the next 3 months. So this will be May, June, and July. But these readings are timeless, so take what resonates and leave what does not. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Top 3 cards, Spirit says. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so right off the bat, the bottom of the deck, we have card number 39, Solar Plexus Chakra. This did come out in reverse. These decks specifically don't have reversal, meanings, but when I see cards that are in reverse, I definitely feel like there's some sort of blockage here. So considering that it's within the solar plexus, that chakra has something to do with like your will and your divine will becoming one and connected. So, manifesting your dreams, also your confidence. It's that that feeling of knowing yourself and being connected with your purpose and being connected with your soul's, your soul purpose here. So having it in reverse kind of gives me this overall energy of that we're feeling like conflicted or blocked in some sort of way. We do have card number 3, Star Child. Let me see if I can get this up. Here's that. Green here for the heart chakra. We do have card number 17, Eagle Medicine. This did come out in reverse. And then card number 10, Self-Discovery. Again, we have some yellows here as well, and silver or white, depending on how you perceive it. So with the Eagle Medicine being in reverse, what I'm getting is that there's some sort of a blockage here with grounding. This card does have a lot of really beautiful illustrations here. Let's turn it around so you can see. So in the middle of this mandala, we have an eagle, and then all around it, I'm seeing teepees. So it feels as though you're not paying attention to the signs that your ancestors are sending you. With the eagle, it's giving that messenger. Okay, so there might be messages that aren't as apparent as synchronicities or even songs that come up, but animals also play a part in sending messages as well. So I am kind of getting air signs that your ancestors and your angels have been sending you signs via birds, specifically eagles or hawks or crows, any kind of birds, and you're not paying attention to those messages. So Spirit wants you to start being more attuned to all opportunities in which messages can come to you, not just the easy apparent ones like synchronicities and music. Okay, with card number 3 here with Star Child, I am getting a lot of heart chakra energy. It feels like Spirit really wants you to start focusing on your heart center, opening up your heart center so that your angels can work within there and help unblock your solar plexus so that you guys can both cultivate that in a sense, like that energy to gain momentum or take forward movement toward your goals, toward your purpose. And then with self-discovery here, it is feeling like you're on a mission to finding yourself. Your soul has been guiding you to continue taking baby steps toward finding out who you are, what you're about, what your goals are, learning who you are becoming and what direction that you're going in. So I'm going to go ahead and get some clarity / blockages as well. Let's see here. Any clarifying for the Star Child? Both of them? Okay. So we have Change and Brave Heart. So these 2 cards clarified the Star Child. So with Braveheart, we have face the world with fearlessness, breaking through all boundaries with courage. And then with change, it says dare to change and embrace new possibilities. So you're awakening, you're waking up to who you are and what your soul purpose is here, air signs. It feels like you are really on this, embarking on this journey of change. You're seeking direction. You might start to feel like you're at a fork in the road, but if you pay attention to those signs, your spirit guides are pointing you in the direction you need to go in. So don't get discouraged when you meet yourself at a fork in the road, or you feel like you're lost and you have no sense of direction. It's just time for you to tap into that connection with spirit, your connection with your ancestors, and you'll get clarification on where they're taking you and where you need to go. All right, so let's go ahead and get more clarification with Eagle Medicine, please, Spirit. Eagle Medicine, clarification, thank you. That's too many. Top two? Yes. All right. So with Eagle Medicine, we have light of life, embrace your unique glow, however too small, to light the way ahead. And then balance, achieve harmony within yourself, creating stability in all areas of your life. So let me get okay, so since you feel so like lost, that feeling of lost is coming from an imbalance. So Spirit wants you to start really focusing on balancing all aspects of your life, especially putting the spiritual aspects of your life in the forefront. So tending to spirit, tending to that peace, finding balance within your center, and everything else will start to follow in other areas of your life. But I think while you're balancing, it's causing like an issue with you questioning of who you are and what your purpose is. That's what I'm getting from Light of Life here. So embrace your unique glow, have faith in yourself, and know that you're being called for a bigger purpose here, to help light the world in this dark place that we are currently experiencing. I like to think of this light aspect as like a beam of light that's shining in this dark world, and then the more that you shine, the more you domino effect other people to shine their light as well, creating an illuminating glow in our world, which eventually will lead to more light. All right, let's get clarification for self-discovery. Just that one. Okay. So I have this one, which is potential. Unleash your inner potential and transcend self-limitations. And then this card actually flew out at me. It didn't show up on the camera, but it did show up on me, and Spirit really wants me to talk about it. So heritage. Cherish the wisdom and experiences of the past, passing them to the future. So air signs, a lot of you guys have gone through some pretty heavy stuff in life, and Spirit wants you to start using that experience to talk about it, because there are people out there that need that guidance and need to feel like there are people that are also experiencing or have experienced the same things that you have. So there are things that are uncomfortable to talk about that some of you have experienced. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, there are things that you have experienced, and Spirit wants you to feel confident in expressing yourself, speaking out about it, really allowing yourself to be transparent with your peers, with the world. I understand that these topics might be very uncomfortable to talk about, but this is where the solar plexus chakra comes into play. Have confidence in speaking, have confidence in, sharing those experiences with the world so that more people feel like they're not alone, and you will automatically be placed in that leadership role that you've always meant to be in. At the bottom of this deck, we have Timeless Truth. So it says, draw from the wisdom of past experiences to connect with your inner timeless truths. Yes. So this is what I was talking about with heritage. Okay. So again, being a beacon of light, being a torch here. So I'm getting a lot of illuminating light, a lot of confidence and bravery here with the brave heart. Learning to balance out all aspects of your life and having the courage to cultivate the needed change in your life to take those steps forward. All right. Again, this is for the next 3 months. So, don't try to fix everything all in one go here. Baby steps are still steps forward. As long as you start gaining momentum and, creating some sort of, I don't want to say routine, but lifestyle. Change your lifestyle so that it fits who you're becoming and who you're growing into. So I'm going to get some clarifying message here for the air signs. Closing message. I'm sorry. There's one. Any other closing messages for the air signs? Spirit. Okay. So I have 2 cards, and I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck first. Bottom of the deck, we have Detoxify, Full Moon in Taurus. So the funny thing is that we're actually entering Taurus season. So with the full moon energy, it's releasing energy that no longer serves, creating space for what's coming, creating space for the new. So when I see Detoxify, it's telling me that Spirit is challenging you to focus on your health, focus on your mind, body, spirit health. Eat colorful foods. Try to eat as clean as you can despite the inflation and the prices going up. Make positive choices for your mind, your body, your spirit. Start doing yoga if that resonates with you. Go into, a park where there's grass and start grounding and taking your shoes off and allowing your feet to be connected with the grass and being connected with the land in itself. Finding ways to tend to that spirit, tend to that soul. Journaling is a great way to keep track of your growth and your direction, and even allow yourself to have a safe space to communicate with not only yourself but with spirit. Okay, so I have 2 closing messages here. Know your worth, which is new moon in Taurus, and honor your feelings, first quarter moon in Pisces. So another Taurus card here, but it is the new moon. So in the next 3 months, air signs, you're definitely going to be going through I don't want to say a death and rebirth, but it's going to feel that way, right? You're going to say goodbye to an old version of yourself and allow the new version of yourself to come in. It's not quite as abrupt as a death and rebirth, but it definitely feels like a growth spurt. And when we go through those growth spurts, we're essentially shedding, right? Shedding the old, what no longer serves, shedding all of that dead weight, and we're losing those parts of ourselves, right? So try to embody and envision yourself kind of representing that energy of a snake, where you're shedding that old version, that old self as you're growing, okay? And then honor your feelings. So what I said in the past about you guys going through some heavy stuff, honoring those feelings, honoring what has happened, shining light on those things, because despite them being very heavy and hard to address and hard to talk about, there are people, there are the world essentially that really needs you as a voice that they don't have. Provide the confidence that they don't have right now, and be that voice, that guiding light right? To show them that despite all of these things that you've gone through, you're still able to come out in as this version of yourself, right? This light version. All right, so I do hope that you guys found some messages here. If you did, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment down below, like, subscribe, maybe send this video to a loved one that you feel that will also, you know, find some messages in here. We can just create a safe place for all of us to grow spiritually. And I'm going to close out today's message with love and light. Namaste. Bye, guys.